Park tennis attendant and a Savannah High School basketball coach crossed paths in a way no one could have predicted.
He will be my friend for life.
On March 5th, Tim Jordan went to Davin Park to play tennis with friends.
I hadn't played in 2 years and I didn't want to get a little exercise in.
Robin Lewis was working, but took a break to watch the league matches.
They mixed up. I hadn't played it. They taught me to come back out. It's a good thing I happened to be out there, man. That thing was scary as hell, though, ain't gonna lie. Man, she stopped breathing 3 times, started turning purple. Every feel of human endeavor. Y'all heard that somewhere before?
Mm-hmm. I heard that a lot.
Okay, all right.
All right, clearly black men can save lives, but why are there not any black male educators?
I think there's a lack of black education in society only because it's not necessarily the most popular career choice, and it's not necessarily the most rewarding in terms of financial stability.
Twofold, because a lot of our guys don't want to get into the education side because they don't. I'm not gonna say not really value education. Some of them come from homes that didn't really value education.
I think there's a lack because a lot of people are concerned with pay, and that is a big deterrent in the black community as well.
Sometimes within our own culture, we don't really push the necessity of education.
Because a lot of people, or a lot of young black men aren't taught to become teachers. They don't see the value in it. They don't really understand that the power behind being a black male educator and going back to teach black males is not really looked upon as a glorified position all the time.
Going through the motions of actually being a teacher, actually making the lesson plans and implementing them, teaching them for a predetermined amount of time, that was very rich.
And my mom's a retired elementary school principal, and I used to play teacher when I was a little girl. I mean, I had a chalkboard, I had books, I had a roll book. I used to play teacher with my friends, and growing up where I did, many of the women in the neighborhood were all teachers. So we all practiced playing teacher.
They're my paraprofessionals who really taught me who I was and taught me really that education unlocked all doors. I feel like I have what it takes to ignite that fire in other students.
Education actually runs in my family. My mom's a college professor and my grandmother was a biology teacher for 30 plus years. My aunt was an educator for a little while before she went into business. And so pretty much it just runs on my mom's side of the family. Education is everything. So teaching is in my blood.
Which is that, school may not be for everybody, but you at least need your high school diploma so that you can at least start to learn about a trade. And what I like that's going on with the school system now is that they're having more trade schools.
But I don't know if you're familiar with the prison to pipeline theory, which states that we build our prisons or our beds based off how many students that enter into the elementary school. And although most people don't believe that, still exists today. So I think a lot of our black males are on the streets and are locked up. Not enough of us are in the school system.
So how do we go about getting our black males out of prison and putting them into a position to achieve?
You have to give 100% effort and then some in whatever you do, whether it's academics, whether it's welding, whether it's art, sports. You have to give full effort. And if you don't, then you're only selling yourself short.
If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That's simply what I want my students to embody. To find their passion, find their niche in the world, and be great at it. Be the best that they can possibly be.
You can be successful too. Cause I look at myself, I come from a rural town, a single parent mom. She had to work 2 jobs. I stayed for a while with my grandparents. And I don't know if I need to say this or not, but I've never been a genius, but I always had a lot of common sense. And I knew how to do what I had to do.
I get a lot of students who don't even know that it's possible to be the doctor, the lawyer, even the police officer, or let alone the educator. They either feel like they have to play sports or maybe get into music, or they don't understand the power behind getting your education and going back to teach younger African American males, or just to teach, period.
We can go about that by shadowing and introducing them and exposing them to the culture of being a young black male teaching in this school. Right now, for me, being at Oglethorpe, I'm the youngest black male educator here, and I'm also the only full black educator here.
And then we've also have to encourage these young men to work on their strengths. If math is your strength and you do well with math, you may want to have them work with kids at your, at their church or within the neighborhood working with math.
I think America has a really good hand on it right now, really targeting historically black colleges and universities, really just getting out there and making sure that those students who are on the education path, they graduate on time with honors and allow them back into the school system to nourish and develop other African American students by getting their master's and their doctorate degree.
It would be great if we had more African American men who are in college to come in to the schools and kind of mentor these young men. And regardless of whether or not they go into education, maybe something can be triggered within their mindset about what it is that they want to do.